And we hot.
Back in the studio.
Oh, yeah. Days are getting longer.
Nice weather.
Beautiful weather. Sad it's going to turn cold again.
And rainy.
Stormy back. Chance of storms.
Saturday ain't looking real good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. This Saturday. I don't know when this will show up, so pay no attention to what we're talking about out there. It could be storming by the time you hear this again.
Yeah, we are in that season.
But we're having some beautiful weather right now. I hate it for the fruit trees because they all blooming. Looks like almost everything at my dad's house was blooming. The pears, the plums, one of his apple trees trying to bloom. It'll kill all of them because we're going to get another frost.
Yep.
We always do. This is kind of a false spring. But sure made me want to get out and go fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't fish that much anymore. And I got a boat down there. But regardless, what are we talking about tonight on part 3 of turkey hunting for beginners and intermediates and old folks and anybody that wants to listen and maybe pick up something?
Yep.
Yep. You didn't even listen to what I said, did you? I said, what are we going to talk about?
Apparel. And footwear.
Isn't that all part of apparel?
I don't know. Women would say it would, and they got to have
from underwear to socks to hats to boots and everything in between.
Yeah.
Now you can go commando, but I wouldn't suggest it.
No,
I recommend it. I have been commando.
Wasn't by choice.
No, it was not by choice. It
by
was
nature.
By nature, yes. And I was a long walk back, so there was a little chafing.
Yeah.
A little chafing. It was hot that day. Hot. Man, it was one of those moments in time. But anyway, so where do you want to start? You want to start at the feet? You want to start at the head? You want to start at the
feet? Let's start at the feet. Let's talk feet.
All right.
Well, I know for us where we live, the area we live in, I'd say I own a good pair of snake boots, and I know you do too.
I do. I don't wear them as much as I used to. I don't know exactly why, but
you couldn't find them for a while last year.
I didn't find them at all last year. I thought she threw them away. I'll be honest with you. I never said anything, but I just felt like she threw them away. And then I'm up there at the shop, and there they sit. Where I've looked. Is that a sign of senility? I think she had them hid, and she put them on the shelf.
She found them. Put the elf on.
I never told her I found them, though. I wouldn't give her that satisfaction. So as far as she knows, they still gone. But they are, I've owned all kinds of snake boots, Rockies and Lacrosses. And what I got right now is the rubber Lacrosse snake boot. I like it because I've yet to find a true pair of what I'll call cloth boots or leather boots for that matter that's truly waterproof or stays waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
By God, a rubber boot will stay waterproof unless you punch a hole in it.
Yep.
So, that's why we're here. But when I really need that snake boot, it's so hot because the snakes are out, and it's just used to. I worried about it all the time, and I stepped on a huge rattlesnake one time. So I mean, if you're hunting real snake country, put on wear your snake boots. Like if I'm hunting over here at the uncle's farm, I'm not really traipsing up through the woods too much. He's got a lot of fields and roads, and they don't mean any rattlesnake. Yeah, but they don't mean any rattlesnake or copperhead. I would be more apt to think I'm going to sit down on one than I'm going to step on one. And me being one, I've stepped on one. I mean, a big female, 13 rattlers and a button. So, I mean, it can happen. Now, the snake didn't strike at me. It was stretched out, but it was coiled up to strike at me when I shot it.
Right.
So there's all kinds of footwear to use. If you don't mind, if you hunting in South Florida in the swamps, it don't matter. Your feet's going to get wet.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well wear a pair of tennis shoes.
Wear them Crocs.
Yeah.
Put them in 4-wheel drive and get it.
So, I mean, so people down there now, there's a lot of big rattlesnakes.
Mm.
Big ones. Ain't the Diamondbacks down there?
Yeah, I think so.
But we don't hunt down there enough to in the swampy areas. Even where we hunted in some swampy areas, we didn't get wet. But so I mean, if you're running and gunning, you probably want a lighter pair of boots. You might not want to put on them snake boots. I mean, although they make some nice light ones. And they make that one pair that's like moccasin. What was the kind?
Russell.
Is it Russell? I looked at them one year. I mean, they ain't cheap.
They'll custom measure.
Oh, they measure. Well, yeah, you measure your foot and they build them around your feet. So if you don't like them, they're kind of hard to get rid of to me because they are built for you.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a lifetime warranty on the soles and.
You've always got the option too of snake gaiters if you don't want to wear a snake boot. I know Night and Hell's got. I seen them on their page last night when I was scrolling through.
Well, if you're out and you're going to do tons of walking and you're not afraid of snakes, just a good pair of light, regular hiking boots. Don't buy no white ones or, trying to get a camo or a green or dark brown, something. I've went through the boots. What are we wearing now? We've done switched over.
Under Armour hovers.
Yeah. Is it the hover?
I think that's what
Hover 2 or hover. They make a couple different ones, but now I know I'm on my second pair, but we put a lot of miles on that first one.
Mm-hmm.
First ones. Now you worked in yours too, did you?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't wear mine except for turkey hunting. I know that sounds like a prima donna thing, but they just go on the shelf up there because I got my OCs I wear around to work in the wintertime, and I've got light boots. That's something we can talk about. I'm not a big fan of hunting in them, but they're a great boot. But I've got I've got a pair of lacrosses I keep down at the hunting camp. That's what I hunt in down there in the wintertime. So I never wear just a regular hiking boot. Too much mud. I never know when I'm going to step in a creek. So I wear, they're not quite knee boots, they're 16, 17 inches high.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a shoe person or a boot person, you got lots of options. And you don't have to spend a fortune. I mean, you can buy an uninsulated pair of lacrosse green boots, a pair of Blackens, for little or nothing. But if you're going to do a lot of walking, mountain, hillsides, climbing, I would suggest getting a good pair of boots that fit you well. The worst thing in the world that can happen is that boot don't fit you right and you wear a blister on your foot.
If you buy new boots like that, be walking in them around the house.
Break them in. Don't wait till opening morning.
Mm-mm.
You're going to regret it.
It could make a bad day. Bad.
And that's what makes it so hard to change boots once you get a pair broke in. I mean, they're just part of your foot.
Yeah, first pair of snake boots I had, they had rips in them and everything else, but they wore so good. I broke them in. They were like tennis shoes. Man,
back in the day, I was a Rocky. That's what I wore.
That's what
Rocky
I still
everything. I had Rocky everything, but I bet I went through, I don't know, 6, 8 pair of Rockies over the years, the lace-ups, and then I found the zipper ones. Oh, heaven on earth. I was worried about them. I didn't think they'd be waterproof, but I don't know what they do, but they waterproof. But I love the zip-up side ones, and that's an option. You can get them on and off so much easier. But Rocky makes a good pair. Danner makes a pair. Irish Setter makes them. Everybody makes them, and I'm hesitant to say go out there on the internet and look at reviews because I feel like a lot of reviews are lies. Going down there to where you start seeing 4s and 3s, maybe not the 1s, because I think 1s are just people to get mad. But look at a 3. A 3 review will give you a pretty good idea because a lot of them will go, they're very comfortable, blah, 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 or but
yeah,
they're not, my feet get wet.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one reason, like I said, I go with the rubber boots. And these I'm hesitant to call the Under Armour ones rubber. I don't know what they're made out of. Almost a vinyl, but they're not. They're very flexible. Got great tread on them. Got speed laces, which I like, and they come above the ankle. And I used to wear a below the ankle all the time. And I jumped a creek and turned my ankle over. And let me tell you, for 2 years, I fought that ankle. I don't know what I did to it, but I couldn't get it. I thought maybe it was really a fracture in there, but in a bone somewhere. But after I started wearing over the ankle boots, and I just never went back then. So, I mean, I may wear them around the house or something, but you know, for hunting, and you get a little bit more protection of getting wet crossing a creek, a little small branch. I'm gonna call it a branch. People make fun of the South. You know, a creek. I don't know what they call them up north. Ain't it a creek? I don't know the difference.
I guess what I
talked to a guy and told him about getting my feet wet in a branch one time. He said, "How in the world do you do that walking on a limb?" Yeah, he thought I didn't.
Right.
Oh, that's right. You guys in the South call creeks or whatever they call them, branches, and that's what I grew up. They're a branch. A creek is something you need boots to cross. To me, a branch you can kind of get through in a pair of shoes. You can hop it. You can jump it most of the time. So, but I've seen folks basically in tennis shoes. You know, I've got a pair and they quit making them, and I should have bought a set, but they Frog Togs, you know, those Frog Tog New Bottomland,
mm-hmm.
They don't make them no more.
Oh, really?
And mine's wore out. I say wore out. The bottoms are so soft, and that's what I liked about them. They're comfortable walking in. Not that I hunted in them, but the bottoms wear out before the sides ever wear out. And I went to looking for some. I asked them at Tractor Supply, and they said, "Oh no, they don't make those no more." And I even looked on eBay and Amazon, and maybe a pair will pop up, but I doubt it.
Skechers is making a pair now too, ain't they?
In Bottomland or in a camo pattern? I don't know. I'm a Skechers fan now. I mean, you see these pair, that right there? That's the fourth pair that they don't make these no more. And when you can't see those round circles, you can't see this. I'm showing the bottom of my shoe I wear. This is my summertime shoe. I've got a pair that's green because I mow the grass at the shop when I'm at work. I figured I might as well mow it. The other guy's out making the money. So I got a pair of these, but that's I wear them. I'm on my fourth pair, and Skechers don't make that model.
I know at the co-op down in Randolph County, I've been eyeballing some. They look a lot like your Frog Togs, but they're rocky.
Yeah,
but they're made just almost identical to them. They're pretty nice.
More like a tennis shoe type.
Yeah. Yep.
And those are comfortable. I mean, and those are good to get around. You know, camp shoes. We got those little slip-on camp, what would you call them, boots?
Camp boots, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can hunt in them if you wanted to. They don't really have good bottoms for that. Now, they are making some that's got some good tread on the bottoms. Them I bought don't. They're they're kind of deck shoes. They're deck boots is what they really are. If you really want to get down to it, they're camo deck boots. So, but they're good to have. Unless you in Illinois working on a porch in the mud. Now you don't want the mud to come up over them.
Need your duck waiter.
Yeah. We might have to carry the waders with us. Hopefully not. But they've been warm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was cold a few mornings in Illinois. But what about, before we leave the footwear side of it, what about a sock?
You've sold me on the alpaca.
I know. But I mean, it can get hot. Now I got a pair of thin alpacas. I bought. They're made by Light Boots. I bought a couple of pair from them. I meant to look at them at the show, and they may be, I may run across some up, but they're thin. They're not those big, look like grandma knitted them. Like the ones I wear, my Willows or whatever they are.
I wear those Willow Ace, and they got a summer and a winter alpaca sock. I usually just order the summer because my feet stay pretty hot all the time anyway.
Well, I tell you what I did this winter, and it really improved. And my feet is I've got some that I call them pawpaw socks. They're just them thin nylon dress socks, almost like a pantyhose sock. And I put them on, then I put my alpaca socks on, and it kept that moisture pulled away from my foot. And my feet actually stayed a lot. They always get a little cold. I don't think nothing keeps you if you're sitting in a stand and it's 20 degrees, your feet's going to get cold. I mean, unless you got on boot blankets or battery socks or something.
That's what Wes bought him some this year, the battery socks with the remote.
Yeah.
You can turn them on and off. And he said he wouldn't take nothing for them things. I ain't never owned any.
Do you know I bought a pair of heated, the insole for the shoe?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that.
They had batteries in them. They didn't work that good. That's the reason I quit using them. And same thing, it worked off an app on your phone. I threw them away back this winter just because they was up on the shelf and I never used them and couldn't find a charger anyway, I guess. But then I get an email from Amazon. You bought this pair of insoles and there's been a recall on them. If you'll take a picture of them or send them back to us, we'll give you your money back. I just threw them away.
Just threw money away.
Just threw money away. That's the story of my life. But anyway, a good pair of socks, wool, especially early season, your feet's going to get cold unless you're doing a lot of walking. And turkey hunting, you do a good bit of walking, but you may be set up on a bird for 2 or 3 hours. And, feet might get chilly. And if you are walking, you don't want you to sweat too much.
Could be 12 or 13 degrees Celsius.
3 degrees Celsius.
3 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, 12 or 13 is pretty warm.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, we were hunting in Canada last year. Could be this year when we're there. So, I don't know. But just make sure you wear a good pair of socks. And once again, that's going to be a preference thing. There's all kinds of socks. Don't buy cheap. Just don't buy cheap. I'll tell you that. If they don't, the elastic will wear out in them and they'll run down your leg and down in your boots. You're trying to pull them up all day. So just buy you a good quality pair of socks. And there's a lot of good alpacas. You buy the Willows. I forgot what brand I buy. I have to look at the name on them every time. But you won't go wrong if you just spend a little extra money.
You wear the hollows.
Hollows, yeah. You're Willow, I'm hollow. I knew it was something.
Yeah.
So... Well, actually, I'll buy anything that's on sale.
That's how I got on these Willow Ace. A lot of times if you buy 2, they start giving you 50% off on every one of them after that. And so that's all I have now. I don't have any more regular socks. I've got the shorties for the summertime and the Willow Ace and the crew
I don't buy my wife buys me Bombas.
That's what Laura likes.
Ain't that that's a kind of a preppy sock to me. I said, I'm not a very feminine. She said, these are for men.
Laura started buying those because, they give so many out to kids every year.
Well, for every pair you buy, they give a pair away, not just to kids.
Yeah.
I thought, well, if you'd only give a pair every 2 pair, you could lower your price a little bit. And then I got to thinking, well, I'm not paying for them anyway.
There you go.
She buys them. All of a sudden I come in and there's just a new pair of socks. I said, I'm going to throw some socks away. I got so many.
That's what happened with all these alpaca socks I got. I had 3 drawers full. I was like, well, something's got to go, and these ain't going because I don't know. I've never wore the hollow, but actually I did. I borrowed a pair of yours when I was in South Dakota, but they it's almost like you got another insole in there when you're wearing them.
Oh, they're nicer,
like you're just floating on a cloud. I love them.
Well, all right. I think we covered feet. Where you gonna move to the head?
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, that knocks the 2. Well, headwear and gloves. We'll talk about those. Now, hats are just a personal preference to me. It needs to be a camo or a solid green or a dark brown. We've seen it all up in, out west. They wear cowboy hats. They wear that elf looking thing that the one guy had that we hunted and couldn't buy. What's his name? It was a weird looking felt looking hat they had, but so hats are a preference. I wear a ball cap most of the time. You've wore boonies and you wear ball caps.
Boonies was my thing for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I think when we went to Texas, that's what.
With the mask built in.
So, I mean, I've got some down there in my box, but I like a good, comfortable hat. It don't really matter early season if it's mesh backed or not. If you can find a complete mesh one, I've got a couple of them at the hunting club, all except the very little front. They're mesh.
That one there's all mesh. That old Tom hat.
Yeah, no, I mean that's why I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So, once it starts getting hot, so you got that bill on the front. And so if you're set up and the sun does hit you, now Grant, we'll go through setups, but you always try to get the sun on your back, but sun moves, and if you're stuck for 2 or 3 hours, it might not be on your back by the time.
It might be the only setup you had. Maybe the only tree there or whatever.
So a good ball cap, boonie hat. Hey, a beanie. You better pack a beanie.
I keep one of them with me all the time now.
Because when it's cold and the wind's blowing, that mesh hat, even a regular ball cap, that ain't going to help your ears none. Grant you, I don't like covering my ears up. I can't hear enough now, but just like Illinois, Canada.
Indiana was cool.
Indiana, it was cold. I mean, it wasn't just cool. It was cold to me. And
seemed to always be moisture too.
Oh yeah.
So I just made it feel even more cool.
Nothing colder than a damp, cold air. That's why it's so cold here in the South, because we got so much humidity and it's cold. It's just, I've been colder here than I've been in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
So, or even Indiana for that matter. When it's minus 16, I can't tell it from 20 degrees. So now I don't turkey hunt when it's minus 16. I will turkey hunt if it's 20 though. I would if I had to. Might be a mid-morning hunt though.
Yeah.
So hats, a beanie or toboggan, same thing. Camo, dark, an olive drab green, a brown will work. Remember, it's your head. It's the movement. But if you got a red toboggan on or a blue one or a white one, you're going to be spotted, possibly shot by another hunter. You do not want to wear nothing blue in the woods. Nothing on your shirts, nothing on your shoes, your coat, especially your head, because that blue head, blue and white head, or blue and red head, but it's mainly blue and white when I see them blue. Just like my striker over there, he's blue and white. But anyway, do not wear bright colors. You don't wear orange during turkey season in most states. I don't know of any state. There may be one out there. Turkeys see color. They see movement. They see everything. Your eyes blink. They see you turn your eyes. I believe they're psychic. They're evil, and that's why I want to kill them all. So anyway, headgear. You can get a hat. Generally, you can buy them, some of them, but try them on and try them out first with a built-in mask. I like it personally. I don't have to worry about thinking about it. But it is a little hotter because I throw mine up inside the hat when I'm wearing it. So then I got stinky when my head's been sweating half a day and I drop that mask down in front of me. I got old stinky head sweat in my face. It's my head sweat, so it don't matter, but still.
After 4 or 5 days.
Well, you get a good mesh around the neck. What do you call them? Half mask? Where, it's just here and you just pull it up over your nose and around your eyes and it keeps your cheeks and all. I like those.
That's what I started wearing last year.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I would like it, but I actually did get used to it.
I can't remember if I wore one or not. I have to if I wear my old Tom hat. And maybe I did.
I guess it's like a vented neck gaiter almost.
Yeah. Old Tom makes one. And I think a Blocker makes one.
All mine are.
But Blocker was out. I think they were out or I would have ordered one.
I've got the finisher.
You got the finisher neck?
A Blocker.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them.
So, I'll just take one of yours in.
Hey, they're all in the tote, because that's something, if you're going to take extra, always have a backup pair of gloves and face mask.
And I think I told y'all, when you forget that face mask, you're going to get some mud on your face. So you're going to have to do something, find a burnt tree, do something. You're going to have to, if you're Caucasian, well, I will say just about any color, you just want to break that face up. That's just another
Get
thing.
that shine off.
Yeah. So Don't be afraid if you forget it to find you a piece of old burnt bark, especially in a pine thicket. You can find it. I've done it before. Maybe even your hands if you forget your gloves. I mean, that's easy to do. So
then you've always got the option of the face paint.
Yeah, you don't have to wear a mask. A lot of people don't. Like we talked about Shane Simpson, he don't. Carrie Marsh, she don't.
My old buddy Bradford, that's how he was. And there was a company that made some, and it was, boy,
What's that, face paint?
Mm-hmm, and they pushed it real hard, and, you know, it was supposed to be the face paint. It comes off real easy.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he got broke out, and we started asking a few people, and there was a lot of people broke out from it. I don't know what was in it. That's what scared me away from face paint. I mean, he had to go to the dermatologist.
I just don't like taking it off. That's the reason. I mean, the way we hunt, we'll hunt. We may be out there till 12, 1 o'clock, but we usually will break and go find somewhere to get us something to eat. Rarely we pack lunches. Not that we haven't, but I don't want to go in a restaurant looking like I just came out of Vietnam. You know, they already kind of staring at you anyway. They know what you do in the South, Southeast. Midwest, they may not. And they may think you're a dang terrorist nowadays, and I wouldn't blame them. But, you know, so I can take that, you know, the mask off or change hats or just, like I said, throw that face cover that's built into the mask. And now if you dip or smoke, I used to smoke. Got a vapor now. I dipped until I started vaping a little bit, but that way it don't interfere with my mouth calls. A dip to me, I don't know. You dip. Does a dip interfere with your mouth calling? And we'll get into that when we get to calls, but
I don't like to do it as much, but I can run one.
Well, here's my deal. When I was dipping, I'd forget I had a mask on sometimes. Into it. No. Right into the mask. And there don't spit. That's my spit. It's my tobacco spit. But I don't want my spit bottle even spill on me. And it's my spit.
It's happened to me before. I've spit in a mask a bunch of times.
You ever drink out of your spit bottle by accident?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody has, I guess, that dips. So
my kids ain't never drink after me because they found out when they were young.
You know, I'll tell you a quick story on that. We'll go down a rabbit hole. Me and Caleb was coming back from the hunting camp, and I was dipping. I had a bottle, like that Mountain Dew bottle, slapped to the top. I mean, it was slapped to the top. And I looked at him. I said, "I'll give you $5. You take a swig of that." He said, "No way." I said, "I'll give you 10." I got up to $150, and he wouldn't do it. And I've watched him eat minnows out of a bucket. He'll do it. I've seen him eat earthworms on dares, but he would not drink that dip spit. And maybe it's because it was mine. He might have drank his own or something. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be just cold spit. Just I get
or when somebody threw a cigarette in your
oh man, there is nothing worse.
God, that makes me so freaking mad.
I had a sister-in-law. We was down at the other lake house, at the lake trailer, the old one, the one you tore down,
the Cove.
Tim's wife. I know they don't listen, but I'll tell you anyway. She was so intoxicated. She was dumping her cigarette ashes. She smoked. I don't think she smokes anymore. But she was dumping her cigarette ashes in a solo cup. But she had a solo cup with a drink in it. And I sit there and watched her drink her cigarette ashes, and she never knew it. Never knew it. I mean, yeah, you probably had a little too much drink by then. But anyway, let's get out of that rabbit hole. So anyway, face mask, just look around. They're everywhere. I suggest, you know, Old Tom, Blocker, Finisher Series stuff, the mesh. I don't like a solid cloth. I don't, it's too hot. Too hot. Even on a cold day. I mean, I would just rather, you know, you can have one in your bag or your box, you know, just in case you want it. But, I just prefer mesh. So, that kind of covers your head. What about your hands? Some gloves.
There's a ton of options on them too. They make mesh ones. I don't really know what that material is. Most of the ones we wear, it's that slick material.
Almost like nylon.
Yeah. Most time they got the fingers out of them. Sometimes you cut the wrong finger out of them.
I'm going to be honest with you. I never hunted with a cutout finger until we got to hunting together.
Mm-hmm.
I never did. I never looked for them. I always used a real thin, almost like glove liners. You know, use the camo ones you bow hunt in.
I used some Under Armours like that when I first started, real thin.
Yeah,
they're
super thin.
Yeah,
super thin. I've got a pair I keep for hot days during deer season. I'll wear them instead of,
or like when them no-see-em start hitting you during bow season.
Yeah.
But one thing on the gloves is, I suggest on the gloves trying them on. I mean, you kind of want a little bit tighter fit, or I like a tighter fit when
I most definitely
when I'm running stuff.
Well, it's not even that. I mean, you want it to fit tight. I mean, especially if you're not your fingers aren't cut out. You got to get that trigger.
Mm-hmm.
That thumb's got to work your safety. You don't want it there and your cloth be sliding around on your finger.
Fold it over.
Yeah, fold it up. And like you said, if you're running a call, and now I wouldn't buy a glove that didn't have the little rubber grippies in them, fingerless or not. You can hold that pot call, that box call. Your fingers, if you don't have the fingers holes cut out for your trigger finger and your thumb, you can, it's just better. And put them on. Don't go don't be like, oh, I'm a man, I wear an extra large glove. Well, that don't mean you nothing. Just put them on. Like I said, I like when it's a little tight fitting.
Mm-hmm. Those one gloves we bought back at the beginning of deer season, I ended up going down to a medium on them.
The old spunky monkey thing.
Hunt monkey, fish monkeys, whatever.
They've got a good turkey glove out. You see it?
I haven't seen it. Oh, they have fingers peeled back.
Peel back. That's where I said,
did see that.
Yeah. If I didn't feel like I wasted my money on them other ones, I might have bought a pair of them.
I love the grip on those though. I'm telling you, grab your rifle or like climbing a tree stand, like you get good grip with them. Now, as far as the level of warmth that they show on that piece of paper,
don't believe it.
No, sir.
No,
they would be good.
I think my hands was colder in them than out of them.
I put them in my turkey hunting tote for when we do have a little bit cooler mornings though, because they fit really tight.
I'm carrying them battery hand warmers. Like I don't need that. I'll just stick my hands in I'll wear a hoodie or something, or my finisher jacket now, or that other suit I bought they were clearancing out. But I'll just keep a hand warmer in there. I got a pair of mitts I wear during deer season because an old man told me this, and it's true. If you can keep them fingers together, your hands don't get near as cold. So the mittens, they just come up to like the first joint in your fingers, and you slide them in there. And I have put a hand warmer in there too sometimes, but it can cause trouble if you have to flip them open real quick to get on your gun. You got to fool with it. But I didn't wear them at all. Even them cold days, I had that little cheap Walmart rechargeable hand warmers. Get one. Hey, get a hand warmer. I don't care what brand you buy, but buy a little one you can keep in your box, because you're gonna have a cool morning. And if you're trying to run a box call or a pod or something, and your hands are numb, your fingers get cold, you just don't run it as good. So I know that's a little secondary, but go ahead. They may be harder to find this time of the year. I don't know, but you can find them on Amazon, I'm sure.
Yeah, those we got our Ozark Trail. They're like $9.97.
No, I bought like 15 or 16 of them. Give them away for Christmas presents.
They're great.
Great stocking stuffers.
I ended up buying another one this year. I guess I got 3 or 4.
I've got at least 4.
Yeah.
That way, when I forget to plug them up at night, when I get back in, I got a charged pair.
Or if you're going to hunt all weekend down south or something, you ain't got to charge them. Just take a new one out every day.
Yeah. I mean, you just see, we're all about convenience, people. We ain't about remembering. We're just about being really forgetful or whatever. Just lazy. We haven't been lazy the last few years. I mean,
a nice set of thermals.
Merino wool.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
They're worth the money.
They're worth it. Pay the money. You're going to look at them and go, there ain't no way that bottom's worth $100 or $150 or whatever. They look nearly like pantyhose, but they're a little thicker than that. I will say this. Buy them with the slot in the crotch.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to pee. It's one thing I really feel sympathy for women hunters
Mm-hmm.
because they don't have the convenience we have
I
on
can't
that.
just get on the knees.
No. Heck, I ain't been on my knees. I've slid down in
You're
a
a
chair.
professional at rolling over in a chair. I've seen you
I
do
can
it.
slide on down. And matter of fact, you shot at a turkey.
Yeah.
I was slid down, relieving myself, and I didn't even know a turkey appeared. And all of a sudden, a gunshot comes out across me or out the window of a blind we were in. Yeah, I was peeing in a blind. There were two of us in there, believe it or not. We ain't that close, but I don't think you knew what I was doing. Maybe you did know what I was doing, but at least you was looking. So yeah, merino wool. Matter of fact, you will not sweat to death in them if the temperature gets up in the afternoon, and they're nice if you do an afternoon hunt and you're going to stay out to roosting time, or the sun starts going down, or the wind picks up. And like we do, we chase spring. Turkey hunting, wherever we go, we're at the beginning of spring. You notice, I've noticed that pollen, it's not so bad on me up north for some reason, but there's a certain oak tree. Pine pollen doesn't bother me.
It kills me.
But there's a certain oak tree, and I don't know what it is, but that's what gets me. So everywhere we go, we're always in the 40s and 50s, 60s. It's never hot. Now, I say that, but it was hot in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It was hot in Oklahoma a couple afternoons when the cow stuck its head in my blind. But and I was out there herding cattle.
Working cattle.
Oh, rawhide. Head them up, move them out. But one of these days we'll put a bunch of pictures up and you'll know what we're talking about. But your base layer, just go ahead, bite the bullet, because you'll wear them. Let me tell you, you'll wear them a whole lot more than just hunting.
Mm-hmm.
You may have to go out in the yard, or you may want to walk down on the creek bank and fish. Man, they're nice to put on in the wintertime.
Or an ice storm.
Or an ice storm.
In Mississippi. I wore them every day.
It might snow and you just want to walk out on the house and make some yeller snow. I don't know, but out of all of the thermal underwear I've worn, when I found the merino wool, everything got thrown away.
Yeah.
It's warmer than the thickest stuff I'd bought.
Not itchy.
It don't itch. Yeah, and that's the thing about merino wool. Don't think wool. It is not itchy. That merino is just super soft. And you can get it damp and wet, but it'll wick that moisture away from you more than sticking to your body. Where was I at? Oh, duck hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of slipped over that log and stuck my arm down in the window. It went up to my, above my wrist. That part of my hand was wet. Thank goodness I didn't have my gloves on, but I had my merino wool on under there, but it dried quick. And it's just, wool is naturally, I owned a wool suit. I gave it to my son. I wore it a few times. It's just too heavy. But if you got caught in the rain, you didn't get cold. And merino is just I don't know if that's a certain sheep or if it's a certain place in the wool that they take that from. I'm not a sheep person.
You're not a textile.
I'm not into textiles. I'm just telling you what works. And that's what we're doing here is we're giving you a 20-year head start on clothing.
What do you think about all the money that we've wasted on this stuff to figure out what you actually need?
Oh, I'm a gimmick man too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Now, back in the late 80s, early 90s, my father-in-law, he had it was a German thermal underwear. It was called Daymart. I think it was Damart, but they were blue. I'm talking about dark blue, no other color. But they were kind of thin, but they weren't thin. And they were the warmest thing at the time. But you better not put them in a dryer. You couldn't put them on a kid's baby doll. They were gone. But I wore those for years, and I tried it all. Because, I've told you, I may have said it on this podcast before, I made a solemn promise to myself when I was a kid and I got cold that I will spend whatever amount of money it takes to stay warm as I can, or I won't hunt.
I'm in the same boat.
So even when I was raising a family and didn't have much money, I bought something that would keep me warm.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, it just lasts too.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you like me and I've got T-shirts, and I've got a T-shirt down there in that closet that I saw a picture of me holding Christian in when he was a little kid. That's how long I hold on to crap. Now I do have my senior shirt. I don't know if y'all had those. We had these shirts. Everybody signed, and then they printed them off. Now, there ain't no way I could wear it because it's a small. That's what I was in when I was a senior in high school. I still got it. I was the only one at our class reunion, our 40-year reunion, that had that shirt. So they all had it hung up, and everybody was looking for their name and all that kind of crap. But maybe a little yellowish now because it was blue and white.
Oh, yeah.
The main body was like a jersey shirt. I don't know why, because our color was blue and gold. I guess we was a away team that when they did those shirts. So, but yeah, merino. I don't waste your money on nothing else. Just go ahead and get merino wool for your base layer. Oh, let's see, man. For pants and shirts, and that's going to be almost a personal preference.
That is personal preference.
I mean, now we can go over now. And I have never bought any of these, but all of these, they've got these clothes out that says they're got built-in insect repellent.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever owned any?
No,
I haven't either. Maybe something I bought is now that I don't even know it because we make our own insect repellent. But,
even if I had those, I
would too. I don't trust anything.
I don't trust nothing.
But so I don't know. I can't believe they make anything that after you wash it a dozen times would still have built-in insect repellent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm just telling you, old Doubting Anthony over here doubts it. I think it's almost a gimmick. I mean, if you buy a new set of clothes every year, you might get through a season because,
right.
There is turkey hunters that do not wash their clothes the whole season. And some you wouldn't believe. I heard Toxie, his whole family, they do not wash their hunting clothes. Listen, I hunted 9 days in Dallas County. We was there for 14 days. The 9th day, I had to wash my clothes. They stunk so bad. We were in the sink hand washing them and drying them out. That's how,
At least turkey hunting clothes dry quick.
Yeah, they're thin, so, and that's something you may want to look at now. I wear a lot of what they call the stretchy material. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. And everybody on here gets it. They'll see that stretch fit or whatever they call it. Mossy Oak's got something they call theirs. And
Old Tom. Stretch tech.
Yeah. And now for that comfort, you give up a little durability to me. When you go through a big briar patch, briar's going to hang on them. I ain't found a pair of pants yet, except for maybe the camo cotton ones that's not so quite too bad to tear up or pull a thread out or something like that. But I would suggest getting I this year, and that's why I bought that Finisher Series midweight stuff. Early season, it's going to be cool. And so I buy that to wear. I don't know. And like I said, we chase spring. And so wherever we go, it's still early spring. We'll hunt Alabama, and by the time Alabama starts heating up, we're off to Missouri and Illinois, which will be a month or so behind us, or at least 2 or 3 weeks.
And Iowa could even be worse than that.
Iowa could be worse. We know Michigan, and we know what Canada's going to be.
It can throw whatever it wants.
Yeah, it's just going to be.
We'll be prepared for Canada.
Oh, a lot more prepared than I was. I may bring my own sleeping bag this time. I don't know. Just it was cold up there, son. It was cold.
I had to bust out that military sleep system I got.
So anyway, on the clothes, I think you need to pay more attention to. You know what your size is and that kind of stuff, but and you could spend $20 or you can spend $150 on a shirt or a pair of pants. Camo. Now we're Mossy Oak guys. I'm a New Bottomland guy and a They apparently it was just a special one-off shadow leaf, which is a lot like the full foliage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna have to switch to full foliage, but I'll wear what I've got for unless I fatten up again. I'll wear them forever.
Or you get hung in a fence or something.
Yeah, I could get hung in some barbed wire or hog wire.
Barbed wire.
Oh man, let me tell you.
Antique stuff.
I thought we were up in Illinois and I got tangled up in this barbed wire. Now we wasn't jumping fences, but it was a fence. You'll run into this a lot in national forests and stuff anyway, because a lot of it was old farmland and they just kind of acquired. But I'm trying to ease up to look for a turkey, and I stepped in this barbed wire, and I swear it must have had a loop already in it. And that thing wrapped around me like a boa constrictor. And I mean, it wasn't just wrapped around me. Them 100-year-old barbs on that wire was in my pants. I was caught.
And that stuff was thick.
Oh,
That's back when they used
this
to
was
make
when it
wire.
was real steel. I mean,
Yeah.
this is when they went down and got the iron ore with a pick. This wasn't none of that, this new modern day stuff. It was real. And I'm getting a piece of that barbed wire if we go back through there this year.
We should have snipped a piece.
I want a piece long enough to do around that shelf right there. And I'm kind of loop it around. I know exactly where I got hung up at. And I know exactly all the help I had getting out of it.
I was laughing too hard.
There is a bird within 60, 65 yards of us gobbling his head off. And I'm tangled up in this barbed wire, almost begging for help. And I look around and somebody's over there just laid up on a tree about to die, laughing. Because I can't yell, I can't holler. You could mouth. If you could read lips, you knew what I was saying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was having to talk like my high-dollar crow call was crowing that morning. But anyway, that pair of pants I still got, but it's got a tear in them. But I was tangled up in the barbed wire, so, just expect that kind of stuff anyway. I mean, you may hit a big sawbriar, and there's some big ones.
Oh.
Man, there's some big ones out there.
And regular vinage.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And especially in the dark, when you're trying to slip around through the woods, I mean, you just can't see. We don't run flashlights when we're walking. We're just trying to ease around. Some people tell you the lights spook a turkey, and I do think they can see it, and especially after they've been called to. In a lot of places we go hunt, it's later in the season, so they've been hunted before. Even though we do still kill them, that just tells you we're turkey killers. But so we're not walking with flashlights. The most we may do if something happens, you may have to ease down and turn your phone light on or something to tie your boot or, whatever. If you're going across a creek trying to figure out where to step. But that's a rare occasion. So just pick you a good camo. I said it earlier. I'm a mix and match kind of guy. You've seen me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wear a different camo colored breeches, especially if I know I'm going to be in the early season, especially early season. The leaves are all down, if my legs, I'll be wearing something brownish. I may be wearing a green top. I may be wearing my brown, new bottomland. I like it. I think it looks great against a tree. I think it looks better against a tree than original bottomland, but that's I got a lot of original now. So, don't walk up to me somewhere when you see me out and go, I thought you wore so-and-so. I mean, I can guarantee you there's a few brands you won't see me in. But, I mean, if you get to Bass Pro Shops and you like their camo pattern, wear it. Our friend Donnie, he wears, I was going to look up the name of that.
I can never think.
It's almost a safari looking.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll probably, he listens, so I'll probably get a text from him when this comes out telling me the name brand. But he is a diehard. That's what he turkey hunts in everywhere. He deer hunted in that when he was my guide here and there. But Donnie McDowell, shoot me a text and let me know the brand of that camo. Matter of fact, if I find it, I'll try to put a picture of it up to what we're talking about. I don't know how to explain it. It's just it's not, I would say it would remind you of shadowgrass, but no, it don't. But anyway, it's just your preference. My old cousin, the one that died on me, he wore, is it toad something? It's kind of splotchy, almost looked like a toad skin.
Natural gear.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, like an old
natural gear. I think
anyway, and I'd say, man, it's green out here. I had a turkey walk 5 feet in front of me, a hen. He didn't see me. You know why I didn't see? He didn't move.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do in Tennessee? Was it last year or year before last? We was in the ditch on the side of the road. We couldn't move, no cover. And some hens walked out in the road, and all we did was stand like statues, and they walked right past us. Now, our camouflage, we've been standing in blue jeans and a T-shirt, that they would have seen us.
Mm-hmm.
But we blended with our environment. We looked like a pine stump or something. I don't know. So camo is very important. Something to break you up. Not so much on your pants. Nick Wilson, you green breeches. You and Dave Owens and your green breeches. But, and I'm not against wearing them. I've got a pair down there right now. I may have them on. I don't know. Maybe a Wrangler, though. So, you can, like I said, you don't have to, it's not a fashion show. I mean, it can be a little faded. I don't know if turkeys see UV. I've never heard anything about it. So I wash my clothes in UV proof detergent where you don't glow. Deer can see the UV out of the detergent on your clothes. But I still wash mine in that, not to be scent free. Turkeys really can't smell. I mean, I think they do have some kind of sense of smell, but it's not for safety. I don't think they go, oh, there's a cow over yonder. Oh, there's a man. I think all birds have some kind of sense of smell. A buzzard can smell really good, so. But being camouflaged, matching your environment. You don't want to go out and be sitting in a prairie looking like a pine tree. You want to look like whatever you're around. Now, there's some good camo. I'm not saying that breakup or shadowgrass or even the bottomland camos, the older, the new, wouldn't work. I'm just saying don't go out there and not try to blend in. Now, grant you, if you halfway blend in and you can sit still, and I keep saying that, and I hope y'all are listening to that. Sit still. Do not move. If you can see that turkey, I don't care if he's 200 yards away, he can see you. And he can see you 200 times better than you can see him. So movement and your camo are probably the two biggest things when it comes to setting up for, on a turkey, and it's just movement. I heard something what was that saying? It said every deer thinks a stump is a man, and every turkey thinks a man is a stump if you don't move. And that's true. You know it with blinds. Mm-hmm. That turkey can walk by and go around the bend, and you pop up a blind, put it right in the middle of the road, and he can turn around and walk back. He'll walk around you. He don't even remember that thing was there or think nothing about it. So, and maybe that's why there's some anti-blind people. And we'll get in. Maybe we'll talk accessorizing your hunting gear. Not calls and that kind of stuff, but blinds and the different kind of blinds.
Maybe we can put that in with when we talk like chairs and that sort of
chairs, blinds, from our little thermocells. Maybe that's good to go right here since we was talking bugs. Get you a thermocell. You won't regret
for what they cost.
For what they cost, a pack of butane cylinder will last what, 6 hours, 8 hours?
Yeah, you can hunt about a whole day of one.
And those little pads, they last. I use them all day, but they say about 4 hours, I think, on a pad, or you can buy different levels of them, I think. But yeah, a thermocell. When you're out there at Academy or wherever you buy your clothes, I wouldn't go to no high-end
They're great
sporting goods store.
Stuffers.
Oh, yeah. Hint to your wife, your birthday's coming up. Boy, I'd like to have me a thermocell. and a year's supply of butane bottles, and 'cause I think I got 10 years supply now.
Me too.
Every time we'd go in the store, we'd think we didn't have our stuff, and we'd buy more. You bought and I bought. It wasn't like if just one of us had bought a box of it, it got us through the hunt.
Oh yeah, or the season.
Now, I will say this on clothes: treat them. I don't care if they're insect or not. Carry your thermocell, but we treat our clothes, and we make up our own stuff. You can buy the Sawyers, but I think that's probably the most would be the most recognized name.
Yeah.
For what's the chemical called?
Permethrin.
I used to call it permethrin or something other. Anyway, but anyway, it's very easy to make. I'm not a biologist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you to do this, and I'm not telling you it won't irritate your skin. But here's what I do, and you do the same thing. I go to Tractor Supply, or you can go to any farm supply that sells the concentrated Promethean.
10.
Yeah, to 10%.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Don't get the oil-based one. I got it one time, and that you can shake it up and get it on your clothes, but it will separate.
Yeah.
So make sure it's the water-based. You can buy a little old bottle of it for $10, and it'll make tons because you're going to use 1 ounce of that in 19 ounces of water.
Yeah. Which is Sawyer's is in 20-ounce spray bottles.
Yeah.
So
there you go. If you got an old Sawyer's bottle, don't throw it away.
Nope. I keep all mine.
So you'll take it, you shake it up, it turns white. I'll be about to do that in another week or so. All my clothes are clean, hanging up, waiting on me. Especially when we make a trip, I have it all hanging up in the garage. I can't do it in the garage anymore. It does have a little odor to it when you put it on. It don't really have an odor once it dries. I know some people, I spray mine on. I think you spray yours on. I know some people that stick their whole clothes in a bucket full of water.
A little tub, yeah.
And if money's no object, and me, I'd be taking my bucket and wringing out my clothes and pouring that back in a gallon jug and saving it, but that seems too much trouble to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just spray it on, and I bet I'll go through 20, maybe up to 60 ounces treating all my clothes. And how long? Man, it'll last weeks. You can wash it. It stays in there. And that's what I think some of this stuff.
I know it's supposed to last up to, I think on the Sawyer's bottle, it says it'll last 3 to 5 washings. Yeah. But, for the way we mix ours and all, every time I wash mine, I spray them.
I do too. I do.
Yeah, just for safety.
Well, I do not want any type of tick disease. And from alpha-gal to Rocky Mountain spotted fever to just what's the normal one everybody gets when you get bit by a tick?
Lyme disease.
Lyme disease. I couldn't think of Lyme, and here I've been talking about Lyme today at work. But Lyme disease is probably the most common thing, although it's not very common in Alabama or the South.
I don't like them chiggers.
Chiggers? Well, listen, we're talking ticks, but chiggers, it'll keep chiggers off of you. The mosquitoes won't land on you and bite you. I can't say, well, I can tell you in Canada, the black flies, no, they don't mess with you. Of course, I treat my clothes before I go up there, the ones I'm going to fish in, and I carry a thermocell.
Mm-hmm.
And because let me tell you, the mosquitoes are big and they're thick in Canada. Now, not so much where we were, because we're on a whole different side of Ontario, but when you go up there and fish with me, which I hope you'll do one day, it's ungodly. I mean, I've actually sat and ate lunch on the shoreline, eat my sandwich with my thermocell sitting on a log beside me, and you can see a bubble around you. You can literally see a bubble and the mosquitoes all around it. Yeah, so the thermocells work. And so does this Prometheum mix we just told you about. 19 ounces of water, 1 ounce of the Prometheum 10% water-based concentrate. Put 1 ounce in there, shake her up, and you're good. I keep a bottle in my box. Now, it has leaked out before, but I think I'm just going to carry the little concentrate bottle and an empty one, and if I need it, I'll mix it up.
I keep a full bottle. I kept one of my old Sawyer's
Yeah.
spray bottles, and it's got the shut off and all on it. And I keep one of them in there full. Of course, it's got our mix in there, but
Well, see, I used to buy the spray cans.
the aerosol.
Yeah, the aerosol.
Mm-hmm. I never bought any of
And
that.
I always was at Walmart and over there where the Coleman stuff is and all the bug sprays. What's the name brand bug spray? Not off, but whoever makes it. Anyway, they made it in a little can, and you didn't get much out of it. I'll be honest with you. You could treat maybe 2 sets of clothes one time. So,
And Sawyer's has an aerosol can too.
Yeah,
I've just always bought the spray.
I like the
bottle.
spray bottle, and it's so wet, I got to hang them up to dry.
Yeah. Yep.
But I hung them up to dry in the garage, and boy, did I get a tongue lashing. Because she's working in the next room, and she said smell bothered her. And I said, you can't smell it. Well, you can smell it. So when it's wet.
When you got my turkey toed up, it's hot.
So anyway, money well spent. Just money well spent.
Here's something else I want to add to this.
Add to it.
Rain gear.
Rain gear. We didn't talk at all about rain gear, and that slipped my mind.
Well, we are now because once again, that's all preference too. They make a lot of nice ponchos that's made for turkey hunting where you drape it over you while you're sitting down, but you can still get your gun and all that stuff. We have the more like the lightweight.
It's very lightweight. Mine rolls up in a little compartment bag. I'll throw it in my turkey sack on the back of my vest if I think it's going to rain on us, and we have had to put it on.
Oh yeah. Well, we've worn them all
and there's
day.
nothing more miserable than being wet. A rain shower come through and you get soaking wet, then it gets sunny and you're not going back in. If you hunt like we do, and we're usually out, we hunt. When we get like Illinois, what was it, 12, 1 o'clock, whatever it is, we hunt up till you stop. We don't hunt 7, get there at daylight and hunt till 8 o'clock, run and get breakfast and run back to the woods. So now we have, if we're moving spots and run through a Tim Hortons, get a cup of coffee, one of that big old breakfast doodad. Anyway, or grab a donut or something. But if we're out in the woods, like hunting a national forest somewhere, first off, you don't want to give up your parking place. It might not, somebody pulled in as soon as you pull out. Trust me, because I pull in when I see somebody pull out if it's my spot. And it ain't just my spot, but if it's where I'm wanting to hunt, because we'll get into that with some hunter's etiquette, but yeah, public is public. Keep that in mind. Public is public. But let's talk about the rain gear. Mine's a Nomad. Very thin. Pants roll up and go in a little pouch. Not no bigger than my fist. So does the jacket, or whatever you want to call it, rain jacket. Got a little hood on it. It's got a little bill thing that'll come out over your bill of your hat. Little tough if it's windy, but your head probably will get wet. But don't wait till you get wet to put it on. You just defeated the whole purpose. If you see it clouding up or hear that thunder, I'd go ahead and put it on. Or if you're in Oklahoma and it's blowing 85 miles an hour and there's tornadoes all around you, just go ahead and put it on. But I don't think I had mine on that day.
Me either.
So we've learned valuable lessons. There's some more lessons. Don't hunt when they call in for 80% chance of tornadoes. Just sleep on in, ride around and look for turkeys. It's a whole lot easier.
Watch turkey hunting on TV.
Yeah. YouTube's full of it. Full of it. Hey, pull up the Meat and Two podcast. We've got 104 or 5 episodes now.
Give him.
I think this will be like episode 105 when it comes out.
Give him chasing weekend videos.
Yeah.
But don't go out in it.
Be like Laura Dale. Don't be what'd she call us? A
coochie.
Coochie. Be a coochie.
Yeah.
Be a coochie if there's tornadoes out there. Now, a little rain, don't be a coochie. But if there's tornadoes and lightning,
and you got people you haven't talked to in 15 years message on Messenger saying, hey, we know you're in Oklahoma. Watch that weather.
Oh, it's going around us. It's going around, and it did.
Look at my radar.
It did. Look at that. But let me tell you, it don't always go around you.
No, or another one can form pretty quick.
Oh, right over the top of you. Golf ball size hell, too. 100-mile-an-hour wind. I bet you them winds was close to 100 miles an hour. Close to it. If we hadn't been tied to that bob bar, we'd have blowed all the way across that pasture.
I wouldn't have been heavy like a Chevy. I'd have rode across there.
And you'll get religion. If you're not religious, you'll get it.
Real quick.
So rain gear is important. I got a gnat or something flying around trying to attack me. I don't even know where that came from. There ain't no food in here. But, so get you some lightweight, packable rain gear. And when it starts leaking, they do make stuff you can spray on it. I've bought it before and it does work. But when you wash it, if you wash your rain suits, they will eventually wear out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now the Frog Tog makes a good set.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of brands. Like
There's
I say,
plenty.
I can't remember if it's Blocker, Nomad, which one they've been really pushing that poncho they got. That they've designed just for turkey hunting. I'm
just not a poncho guy. Maybe I should, but I'm not.
If we're ever somewhere where I can actually put hands on it and look at it, and feel the material,
put it on. I want to put it on. See, I'm a hands-on guy. That's why I don't like ordering clothes off the internet.
Me either. And if that was another thing I was going to say when we were going over clothes. Run to your local outdoor store, and you can always shop around for price, but roll up in there and try something on, or feel the materials or whatever. NWTF, look around.
Listen, Amazon's made it easy. If it don't fit, you can ship it back.
Yeah.
But isn't it nice if you just run into the Academy store or wherever it is that might be carrying that Old Tom brand that you might not, they're higher than, whatever sales going on. But try it on, then you know.
Mm-hmm.
I wear a medium or I wear a large or extra large or I wear a 34 waist, but man, these britches, I have to get a 36.
Right.
You just never know. So if you got that opportunity, do it.
And you may want to add a little bit of room for thermals and stuff.
Well, yeah. It's not quite so bad anymore. The merino's so thin, but by the time, especially a rain suit, because I think they're a little oversized anyway, but if you got your merino on, your pants and your shirt or a hoodie, we didn't talk about hoodies, but I wear a hoodie a lot, especially when it's cold and windy. I'll wear a hoodie and put a jacket on over that if I have to.
Yep.
So anyway, there's just so many variations, and we thought we would just get in here and tell you what we do, the stuff we've messed up on. Never throw your camo away. Never. It's going to be a collector's item one day. Trust me. I've done it. I've given it away.
Get a good Rubbermaid tote and put it in
just
there.
Put it up. Don't let your wife go, thought I'd get rid of all that stuff. No, don't. Just like my G.I. Joe. If I'd had my G.I. Joe today, oh my God, he's worth a fortune. I had a red-headed G.I. Joe. I thought my daddy was cheap. He didn't buy the black-headed. Red-headed one was cheaper. But now he's the collector's item because he was rarer. Of course, he wouldn't have worked anyway because I took a cricket. It was cricket lighters back in my day. And I set his hair on fire and turned his hair black. But yeah, just try on your clothes, know what fits, because sure enough, you'll say, oh, I need so-and-so, and you'll order it like a day before you're leaving for your hunt, or it'll come in the day before you're leaving and it don't fit. So, and then you're just stuck. Then you got to run down there and pay that extra high price at your sporting goods store. Although I've been at the sporting goods stores and they've been cheaper sometimes. They have them on sale.
Mm-hmm. When they do their little,
they said, now this will be weeks after this when y'all hear this, but they were putting out that Tractor Supply had all their muddy clothes 60 to 80% off. A guy said he bought $300 worth of clothes for like $75.
I've seen that.
So, or $80 something. So, and here's a good tip. This is what I do or try to do. If I need something, I buy it at the end of the season. And it just goes in the closet or folded up, or I don't even take it out of the pack because everybody clearances at the end of deer season. If you're needing a nice new coat, just wait. If you need one, you need one. But if you're wanting to replace a worn out one, just wait. Buy it at the end of the season. Don't run in there and pay them high dollar prices. Everybody does it. Old Tom, Blocker, Nomad, they all put them on sale. And watch quick, because them popular sizes run out. You'll get on, oh man, they got my size on there. No, only XXX or small or something. Never have a large. When I was extra large, they was always out of extra large. Now I'm in a large. I can't never find a large. So Anyway, that's a little Anthony I'm cheap tip. You know, uh, turkey hunting's not a fashion show, so don't worry about it. If you like the camo, buy it. Don't worry about a new camo pattern coming out next year. Yours will work. Just say work. It worked that year. It'll work the next year. Even if something, newer and greater, and they tell you it's better, it's not. It'll work. People still hunting in army fatigues. They work. So now, deer hunting, certain, I think camo's made for the hunter. Turkey hunting, camo's made for the turkey. Because a turkey can see. A deer don't see as well. Deer see certain colors better. Turkey sees all colors. So camo is very, very important. And sitting on your butt and being still. Don't fidget. Don't pick your nose. I know when that gnat lands on you, you want to swat at it, but don't. So, but if you got your clothes treated, not so many of them's going to land on you. Well, all right, we've rambled on for a good bit just on clothes.
Mm-hmm.
What else? We've went from boots to rain gear, socks, underwear is a personal preference.
Yeah.
Not thermal underwear, but your whitey tidies or your boxer briefs or your boxers. Or if you're like me, if I'm wearing my merino wool, I ain't wearing nothing else. That's my underwear that day. So if I get caught in a tight, now I'm in a real tight, I'm hunting some leaves, I guess. Carry some toilet paper with you, pro tip. Or some of them wet wipes. You can buy a little tiny pack.
Yep.
Don't matter if they smell like baby powder.
You can get the little travel size of the Charmin.
That you sure can. That's come in handy before.
Yep.
So, but anyway, we'll cover more of that under our accessory side of it. But I don't know. You got anything else you want to cover tonight?
No, I just want to touch on that rain gear.
Yeah, I'm glad you did because
we didn't bring that up.
Went over right over my head. All right, well, next week I don't know where we're going with it. I know where we're going, but I don't know what subject we're going to be on. It could be accessory gear. It could be turkey calls. It could be just where and how to hunt, setups, that kind of thing. But we're going to cover all of this, so stay tuned. I'm sure somewhere down the line you'll hear about it because, like I said, we're recording some of these a little bit up. It won't be quite turkey season before this is all done, but some of this stuff won't be that day or that week because we're going to be turkey hunting a lot, and it's just going to be hard to get back and get in the studio. Other than that, if you got nothing?
No.
All right. I guess everybody will see you in about a week. So take care of your trees because that's where the turkeys sleep.
I found myself a situation full of woe and complication. It's got me running in my dream, got me driving, I can't sleep. Hollering myself awake, trying to beat a windless gate, dodging bullets all the way. Maybe I'll find you on my last day. escape this situation, 'cause I won't meet the expectation. Over mountains, across the sea, I can't vanquish what I can't see. Hollering myself awake, trying to beat a windless game, dodging